What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that the railroad didn't tell you about. Do you guys remember when I posted this video a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a week ago? I posted this clip right here about grocery store safety.
Today have lower employee injury rates than most other major industries, including trucking, airlines, agriculture, mining, manufacturing, and construction, even lower than grocery stores.
Talking about injury rates and why they're so low. I'm going to tell you why they're so low, and this really didn't dawn on me until one of the subscribers actually sent me an email. I've forgotten about all of this, but I'm not going to mention names. I'm just going to share the story with you, and I'm going to tell you why the injury rates are so low. And the fact of the matter is, if you get hurt, they're going to fire you. If you report an incident and you hurt your arm or your shoulder, or you cut your leg or something, unless it's blatantly clear that you didn't do anything wrong, more than likely they're probably going to try and fire you. This is an investigation letter from someone on this channel. So again, we're not mentioning names, but this is for the good old company of Union Pacific. Your responsibility in connection with your alleged failure to properly perform your duties when you sustained a personal injury to yourself while operating a defective handbrake. Let me say that again. You're responsible in connection with your alleged failure to properly perform your duties. So they're saying you failed to perform your duties like you're supposed to on a defective handbrake. Let me ask you something. If you're a race car driver, how can you drive your car if it's broke? You can't perform your duties if it's broke. Story on this. I reached out to the gentleman who sent me this, and he told me the story behind it, and I'm going to read you exactly what he said happened. It says, while taking off a handbrake, I injured my elbow, later diagnosed as tennis elbow, which I have right now, and it hurts. It sucks. So I reported the injury the same day to the train master. He didn't make a big deal out of it, so I didn't either. And so a few days later, he calls me in the office and tells me that the car was bad ordered. Then he asked me, why did I try to take off that bad ordered handbrake? He said, I asked him what was wrong with it. He said it was bad ordered for clashing. So any of you carmen out there, what the heck does clashing mean? He said he continued to tell him he didn't know the handbrake was bad ordered. And then he said, well, you couldn't take it off. And I said, well, there was no bad order tag on the car, so I'm supposed to know if it's bad ordered. So the train master said it was an unsafe situation. A few days later, I got this investigation letter in the mail. This man got a letter of investigation and was fired and pulled out of service. He tried to operate a handbrake that was bad ordered, but there was no bad order tag on the car, and it was at an industry. If it was bad ordered, it would have been bad ordered at the yard more than likely. There's these big giant tags like this that someone saw the card tells you if it's bad ordered. And like he was saying, he said, how do I know if it's bad if there's no bad order tag? Why is it worse at the railroad? It's worse at the railroad because of how they treat their employees. So now you have employees actively looking for this stuff, actively looking for lawsuits. Not that this man was looking for one, but now you really do. You have a bunch of employees that if they get hurt, if this right here would have happened today, in my opinion, to someone who knew what they could do to a potential company, if he hurt himself on a car that had no bad order tag on it, you're talking millions of dollars that the company's going to fork out. And the reason it's like that is because they crap on our employees, all of them. CSX, BNS, BN, doesn't matter, all of them. They don't care. And so that trickles down, shit rolls downhill. They don't care, so guess what? Their employees don't care. Not saying that their employees don't take pride in what they do, because most of them do. But when you have an environment like that, any little thing like this right here, they're going to send you to investigation for, because they know they have a huge percentage of their employees that's looking for a way to get their money. Things they don't tell you in railroad and conductor training. If you have an incident, and I'm not going to say don't report it. If you have an incident, something similar to this, where you hurt yourself, and it's a bad ordered car, and there's no tag on it, you need to collect the evidence, however means you think is necessary. Get the evidence you need, report the incident, and immediately call your local chairman. Let them know what's going on, because more than likely you're going to investigation. Just another video of some information that you need to know before you get yourself in there. They talk about safety, and this is why you have less injuries than grocery stores. According to Cindy Sanborn, which we all know she's full of reason why there is so less of injuries. Because look, you can't hide deaths, you can't hide amputees. You can hide a cut on your arm from a defective rail car, or a cut on your leg where you've caught your leg on a piece of steel that had a burr sticking out on it or something like that. You can hide those. You don't have to mention those. But that's the injuries. That's what accumulate. That's what our injuries at Nucor. It's not the ones of people getting their hands caught or smashed. It's the small ones where someone tears up their shoulder, or a piece of steel comes across a mill and it slaps somebody in the back, or a coil falls over, or someone steps in a ditch and they broke their ankle, or they roll their ankle. We have a lot of minor injuries, but Nucor takes that pretty serious. And if it's something like that where it's going to affect their job performance, Nucor don't fire those people unless they have a really big history of incidents. Yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If you're going into the rail industry, don't let this discourage you. Just know, CYA, cover your, you know what, just cover it. Do whatever you can to cover it. And if you wind up in something like this where you've gotten hurt and it's going to affect your job performance, it's really up to you. Talk with some guys you work with, call your local chairman, ask him what he thinks you should do, and then go from there. But until then, thank you guys for sticking around. Sorry this was uploaded late. I'll have another one Friday, and word of the day all week. So, well, you be careful. Good luck to everybody starting school July the 4th and July the 11th. I would have been there this week, but well, thanks. But if y'all have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me, send me a message, whatever you got to do. Just bear with me on response times as things start to get a little crazy. But be good, be safe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.